Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel or promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you. Spring is almost here, and C&A Trees is the place for all your planting and springtime needs. Located a mile and a half south of the Clarion Mall on Route 68, C&A Trees has a wide selection of plants and flowers to give you the best garden in the area. And while you're there, make sure to check out the gift shop where they have springtime and Easter-themed trimmings for your house and garden. C&A Trees opens Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Stop by and check out all they have to offer. Visit them on the web at catrees.com and like them on Facebook at catrees814.
Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are two born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back here with another edition of high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. Fifth game of the day for us here at Tippin Gym on the campus of Clarion Penn West. It is the District 9 2A Girls Championship game between the defending champion Redbank Valley Lady Bulldogs and the Moniteau Lady Warriors. Redbank comes in 19-5 overall. Moniteau 18-5. Redbank a bye into the championship. Moniteau had to beat Coudersport on Wednesday to get here. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm joined by Jess Quinn. And Jess, first time these two teams played, it was an Addie Bond half-court shot down at Moniteau to win the game.
I tell you what, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the two best teams play in the championship game, not somebody that gets there in a fluke or anything like that. But I tell you what, this Moniteau team has been impressive of late. The way that they've been able to win, they just really come out. They lost some people due to injury, and those things happen. But I tell you what, they have really, really put together a nice run here, not only just at the end of the season, but all year. And it's going to give this Redbank team all they can handle here in the D9 championship.
Yeah, Redbank has won 2 overall District 9 titles, winning the AAA title 2 years ago before winning AA last year when they beat Moniteau 61-35 after 2 close games in the regular season. So Moniteau will try to turn that around.
Absolutely. And they absolutely can. They just have to be able to contain Miley Harmon, Addie Bond, Izzy Bond. But they really need to, Chris, control the boards and limit Redbank Valley to one shot, get the defensive rebound, and push the pace up the floor.
Yeah, so as we get ready here, we're going to step aside. We have some more of our great sponsors to thank. We couldn't do it without them. You are watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. This game brought to you by Zunder & Associates PCs. You may not have representation on the court, but in real life, there's Zunder & Associates, ZunderLaw.com. Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong Counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity. Are you looking for a loving, caring place to take care of your kids while you're at work? Broad Street Kids Incorporated in the heart of downtown New Bethlehem is a great place for you. At Broad Street Kids, they watch after kids from newborn to third grade with everything from daily daycare 5 days a week to after-school programs. Broad Street Kids is currently offering open enrollment and is also enrolling for their summer program now. Call Broad Street Kids today at 814-457-5164 and like them on Facebook. That's Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem.
Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are two born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Back here at Tip and Jim getting ready for Redbank Valley versus Moniteau here in the District 9 Class 1A championship game. Yeah, 1A. I said
2A.
Yeah. It's been a long day, folks. Once again, these teams met in the regular season. It was 39-36 on that Addie Bond half-court shot. Redbank Valley, they haven't played since winning on this court against Karn City in the KSAC title game, Jess, February 17th, 2 weeks ago. How might that affect them?
Well, I think it could early on, but this team has played so much basketball, whether it's AAU. I mean, they play all year long. Chris, maybe early on they might, turn the ball over and do some things, but, very quickly the Bond girls, Addie and Izzy and Miley Harmon, they're going to get back into, I guess, playing shape, if you will, but into the flow of the game because they are so good and they've been that good for that long that break really isn't going to mean that much to them other than the fact that, they might turn the ball over here and there in the early going, but I wouldn't look for that to last at all.
Of course, Redbank Valley Moniteau played just on Wednesday night against Countersport, and they've won 7 in a row after losing 4 or 5, and it really starts with Catherine Kelly. Catherine has scored 99 points in her last 3 games, Jess.
I tell you what, I was reading about her the last game that she had, and what an outstanding job she has done, and what a perfect time, Chris, to do it. If they're going to do it, it's going to go through Catherine Kelly, and it's going to be, something that is very, very exciting to watch here. What does Redbank do to her? Do they do any type of junk defense, or do they just hound her so much that she can't get a shot off? And if that happens, does somebody get in trouble for Redbank as far as foul trouble? Those things are all questions that are going to have to, be answered here quickly. But I really have been impressed with the way she's played the last handful of games for the Moniteau Warriors.
One of the things that happened to Redbank the first time they played Moniteau was Miley Harmon got into foul trouble. She cannot do that today.
Well, you look at any good team, any playoff team, and they're only as good as, the players that stay out of foul trouble. If you're able to do that and stay on the floor and help your team win. You look at some of the boys' teams recently, I know, you look at a very good CL team that found themselves in foul trouble in the last couple games, and now they're done out of the playoffs. And that's something that Miley Harmon really understands. In the last game, Chris, I was watching, and Wasco picked up his third. He looked over at Coach Aaron Straub and said, I understand, I'm good, don't take me out. And they had that trust, and I think you have that trust with Miley Harmon on the court that she is not going to put herself in that position tonight.
Oh, we will take a look at Jess's keys to the game when we get back after these messages. You are watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Zunder & Associates.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court,
In the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
This game is being brought to you by American Legion, Post 243 in West Sunbury. Post 243 is happy to support Moniteau Athletics, is wishing the Warriors good luck and a safe and successful season this year. American Legion Post 243 is located at 1431 West Sunbury Road in West Sunbury.
Come on down to the Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the game. Open Monday through Saturday, the Beer Garden is an awesome place to get a great meal, watch the game, listen to music, and catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more, there's sure to be something on the menu to please everyone. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays and Fishy Fridays. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden. Back here at Tippin Gym, getting ready for this District 9 Class 2A Girls Championship. Talk about Moniteau overcoming the loss of Kendall Sankey to an injury. She was averaging 10.6 points a game. It's middle of the season. You lose a player like that. How do you overcome that psychologically speaking?
Well, and that's a big thing for any teammates to lose, somebody that not only that has the offensive and defensive production that she did, but just what you mean in the locker room, in timeouts, on the court. You lose that experience, Chris, and to overcome that the way that the Moniteau Lady Warriors have done is just absolutely incredible. The way that they've been able to kind of pull together and play and make up for that offensive lack of production from losing
Kendall Sankey.
Yeah, I was going to say Sankey. Yeah, but losing a player like her, and like I said, not only just the play on the court, but also what she brings to the team as far as experience and calmness and everything. And that's huge. And it's I tip my cap to Moniteau Lady Warriors to be able to put themselves into position as they have.
With Redbank Valley, they've kind of relied on 5 girls a lot of the year. Bigger court, is that any bit of a concern?
Well, it hasn't been in the last couple of years, but they've always had the depth the last couple of years that they don't seem to have this year. But when you have the type of players like a Addie Bond and a Miley Harmon who are just absolutely relentless offensively, defensively, they never seem to tire. I don't think the big court's going to bother them.
It's been a long day of basketball. You've been sitting around waiting your turn. Is it better to play early? Is it better to play late?
I always like playing later, but then you have to consider that, Chris. When do you get to the school? When do you get on the bus? When do you get to Tippin? How long do you want people to be sitting around? I wouldn't want my team to be sitting. We always had the luxury of, when I coached in Clarion and we played at Tippin, that we're just, a mile up the road. But it is something you don't want those girls or boys sitting around for too long, because then you just get complacent and you're not ready to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would everybody please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
Let's keep it here for the national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Star Spangled Banner performed by Emily Nicewine.
Star Spangled Banner was sung by Emily Nicewong. What a job she did there, Jess Quinn. But
Oh,
just
that was excellent. I mean, her voice, it was powerful, Chris.
And now
That, almost brought chills.
For the Moniteau Warriors, the visiting team.
Monitau's lineup will be given first
At
here.
guard, the 5'3" senior, number 2, Abigail Jewart.
Abby Jarrett.
At guard, the 5'5" junior, number 3, Sophia Flieger.
Sophia Flieger.
At guard, the 5'6" senior, number 5, Catherine Kelly.
Catherine Kelly.
At guard, the 5'3" senior, number 15, Alexandra Pry.
Allie Pry.
And then forward, the 5'3" senior, number 20, Cheyenne Curl.
And Cheyenne Curl. So it's Jewett,
And coach
Flieger,
of the
Kelly,
Warriors is DR
Allie Pry,
Blaster.
and Curl for DR Blaster. And the Moniteau Lady Warriors looking for their first District 9 title since D led them to one in 2001.
I tell you what,
At forward,
Coach
the 5'6"
Arblaster has
junior,
been there
number 2,
for so long, Chris, but she's done such a phenomenal job, like you said, in the face of losing such a player in Kendall Seneca.
So it's Bonanno, number 2, Bond, number 3. The freshman guard, Elena Carrico. You can talk about winning 3 in a row, but Elena Carrico's never won one. How much does it mean to her to be playing in one?
I tell you what, excuse me, Chris, when you take the court with players like Miley Harmon and Addie and Izzy Bond, I think it lessens your nerves so you can be out there on the floor as a freshman, not get so nervous, and be ready to go.
Well, it is Bonanno, Addie Bond, Carrico, Izzy Bond, and Miley Harmon for Redbank Valley. Coach Al on the camera tonight.
Always does a great job for you, Chris.
Better in basketball than in football, where sometimes he forgot which side of where the ball was at.
No, he's a basketball guy.
Yeah, he's a basketball guy
his whole life.
Yeah, he's a basketball guy his whole life.
I remember Coach Al being here at Clarion University when I played football here, Chris. He was with the basketball
Yeah, he was
team.
a lifer in the old Tippin Gym. He pretty much lived here. His address should have just been Tippin Gym, Clarion, PA 16214, and everybody would have known where to send it to.
Yep, your address.
Coach Al's address, Al. Al's looking at me like, what are you talking about, Chris? So we're ready to get underway. That pregame show was brought to you by Delta Contractors, where quality is built. Call today for a free estimate or online at delcondesign.com. First quarter brought to you by Broad Street Kids. Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem is your locally owned and operated daycare center. Ready to get underway here. Quarter number 1. And on the opening tip, Redbank Valley has it, and Addie Bond gives it off to Sister Izzy, back to Addie. She'll pull it out now, guarded by Kelly.
Moniteau in there man-to-man, Chris, and
Inside to Harmon. Harmon loses the handle, taken away there by Curl. Curl ahead to Kelly. Kelly to Flieger. Flieger back to Kelly, but there's Harmon to knock it out of bounds.
And that's that athleticism we were talking about before, Chris. I mean, you just can't account for how quick Addie Bond and Miley Harmon are.
So Kelly will trigger on the side. Gets it into Flieger. Kelly's got it along the baseline. 3 consecutive 30-point games. 38 in overtime against North Clarion. 30 the other night against Coudersport. And 31 in a win. Actually, it was 31 the other night against Coudersport. Now here's almost Carrico with the steal, but Kelly's got it. And she had 30 in overtime against West Shamokin. And that was a smart play by Catherine Kelly. She was running out of room, and she threw it off the Redbank Valley player out of bounds.
And I tell you what, Redbank right now is in a 2-3, and they're really extending anytime they're Addie Bond. Anytime that Catherine Kelly has the ball, Chris, Addie Bond is right in her face.
Carrico picked her up that time. Now they give it to Abby Jewett. Jewett doesn't shoot a lot, Jess, but every time she does, it's a big shot.
There's a
And
foul.
Carrico is going to get called for the foul as Kelly tried to go around her. Just her first, team's first.
And that's what you always talk about, Chris, as a coach. You don't want to give up baseline, and she did right there, and it always leads to either points or a foul.
Gets it into Jewett. Jewett over to Allie Pry. And then Harmon tips the pass, but Kelly fighting her for it. It's going to be Redbank Valley basketball. The officials had to look at each other to make sure that they got it right.
I was going to say the lead official, Chris, he didn't know because he was trying to get out of the way of the ball. And the official, Tom Minnick, did a nice job there, keeping his eyes on which way the ball is going to go.
Here's Harmon, and the Red Sea parted, and she'll end up getting fouled and going to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot 1-and-1.
That foul, I believe, was on Allie Pry.
No, it's on. Yeah, it was. You're correct.
Number 15 for Moniteau.
So Harmon at the line, shooting 1-and-1.
First team foul number 1. Miley Harmon at the line for Redbank. Took 2 shots.
Mr. First, Chris, which is rare for Harmon. She's usually a pretty good free throw shooter.
I was actually looking for that, but of all the stuff that I was given, she hits the second one. Mike Dawson, the Redbank assistant coach, comes up and hands me
like a
oogles a sheet's worth of
statistics
here. Free throws, unfortunately, not one of them. Harmon 18.8 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, or 5.5 assists, excuse me. Three-pointer by Kelly on the way, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Cheyenne Curl. Gets it to Jewett. Kelly drives, stops, pops, no good. Rebound, though, was pulled away by Curl. Now there's all kinds of contact, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to remain Moniteau basketball.
And that's what Moniteau is going to have to do to beat this 2-3. They're going to have to find spots in the zone, whether it's through penetration or cuts and passes. Kind of like what Elk County just did to Clarion in their zone. You got to find the gaps in it.
Curl gives it over to Jewett. Jewett. I was saying earlier, she doesn't shoot a lot, but every time she shoots, it's a big shot.
It is, I thought a couple of years ago, she did a really, really nice job, Jewett.
Curl got herself trapped on the baseline, but somehow or other gets the ball through to Kelly. She can't get it to go. She's falling over Izzy Bond. She's late to get up. On the other side, Addie Bond is laying it up. No good. Bonanno fighting for it. Now we're going to get a help ball. And on the pizza possession error, it's going to be Moniteau basketball.
In that melee down here, Chris, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Catherine Kelly rolled her ankle and she got up limping a little bit. So I hope that doesn't affect the way she has to, play the rest of this game. Her body's on the floor and everything down here in the paint, and she rolled her one ankle.
She looks to be okay out there, Jess, just taking a quick look at her. And obviously, I don't know how much it's hurting her, but
right.
Jewett gives it to Curl. Curl ran into Bonanno, stolen by Bond. Bond 2-on-2 with Harmon. Gave it up, and then Harmon is going to get fouled, which is going to send her back to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And right there, Moniteau did a nice job to get the ball to the high post, Chris, but instead of turning around and trying to dribble, they just need to pass. It's got to be an inside-out game. They got to work the ball inside, pass the ball outside.
That's on Jewett. So Harmon will shoot 2 more. She's now 2 of 3 from the line. She's got both of the points for Redbank Valley here in the early going. Inside the Broad Street Kids first quarter. Second one coming up. Second one, nothing but net.
Free throws, Chris, very, very important.
And now Jewett throws the ball away. It was just a little token pressure from Addie Bond, and it led to the turnover.
You know, a couple of years ago, there was a kid who played football for Clarion area. His name was Nick Porciello. And Doc Armstrong always gave him the nickname, the persistent pest. And that's what Addie Bond, you just can't shake her. She's all over you defensively, and she caused that turnover.
Now we're going to get a foul here. I think this is going to go on Flieger. Oh, no, they're going to call Curl for it.
How's that number 20 from Moniteau, Cheyenne Curl, her first, team foul number 3.
And now Harmon misses the layup, rebounded by Pry. Pry quickly ahead, gets it over to Flieger, now to Jewett. Jewett tries to give it to Curl. She's able to curl it in, then gets it out to Allie Pry for a three-pointer that's off the line. And the rebound is tracked down by Izzy Bond, but she walked before she could get the pass off. You don't have to walk here, Jess. Just travel to Warren County, PA instead. The Warren County Visitors Bureau, WCVB.net/events. It'll help you find everything going on in Warren County.
I'm watching the Moniteau players. They get high post, and then they're working Catherine Kelly down low.
Flieger for three. It went halfway down and came out. Now Redbank wants to run. Bonato got it out to Harmon. Harmon tried to pass it across. Ended up getting her own pass back after it was knocked away by, I think it was Allie Fry. Here's Addie Bond with it. Allie Bond from behind the men's three-point line. Airballed it. And then it was saved by Harmon, but into the hands of Jewett. Jewett gets it up to Kelly, who's immediately picked up by Bond and then double teamed by Carrico. She finds Curl. Curl tried to pass it. Bonato got in the way, got her own pass back, tried to get it to Kelly. Instead, Bond intercepts it. Now, Allie Pry steps in front and intercepts it.
I tell you what, that's a great job. 2 times in a row by Pry to hustle back and prevent that long.
Now, Carrico almost picked off that pass, and that's going to lead to our first media timeout here. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Zunder and Associates.
This game is being brought to you by American Legion Post 243 in West Sunbury. Post 243 is happy to support Moniteau Athletics, is wishing the Warriors good luck and a safe and successful season this year. American Legion Post 243 is located at 1431 West Sunbury Road in West Sunbury. Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are 2 born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Back here at Tippin Gym, just a 3-0 game. Moniteau has yet to score. We're 4.5 minutes into this one.
I tell you what, they've done a nice job working the ball inside and out. What they need to do is get it to the high post and then turn. And Catherine Kelly is running that baseline well. They need to find her so she can get some good looks, easy shots, layups, maybe an and one, Chris.
On one hand, you're not happy you haven't scored. On the other hand, you're happy you're only down 3-0.
That's exactly right. They've done a nice job on the defensive end so far against Redbank Valley.
Here's Kelly. Clarion got cost in its game, and now Kelly's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound. Battled for 1, though, by Flieger. She gives it back to Kelly. Kelly has it taken away by Harmon. And I was about to say, Clarion was up 5-0. They shut out DuBois Central in the third-place A game last night through 5. Bond lays it up and in. First basket of the game for either team. Through the first 6 minutes of the game, but ended up losing because they were only up 5-0.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And a similar situation going on right now, possibly.
And you look at the defense, the extended defense that they play.
Kelly now dribbles into a problem, and it's going to be a jump ball. And on the pizza possession arrow, it is Redbank Valley basketball. Nobody out Pizza Hut, PizzaHut.com, Pizza Hut Grove City, Pizza Hut in Clarion. As Emily Matz checks in and Cheyenne Curl checks out here for a Showcase Home substitution.
Tell you what, Redbank is so quick in that zone that they play, Chris. They're so quick that the Moniteau needs to catch and pass before they can react. Right now they're trying to dribble, and it's getting them in trouble.
Bonanno with it. Bonanno runs into a brick wall, and Matz.
That was a great job of defense right there. And I really like the fact there was a lot of contact there, but there was no foul called. And that was, I believe, the right call.
Fry picks it up, gives it off to Kelly. Kelly's jumper, no good. Bond had it, then Bonanno had it, and then Harmon gets fouled. It's going to be the fourth foul on Moniteau.
And that was on Catherine Kelly, her first. She really just kind of stood her ground, and Miley Harmon was really turning to go quickly, and bam, right into it.
Harmon will bring it across the timeline, hand it off to Addie Bond. Addie Bond all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in.
Boy, was that a nice drive down the lane, Chris.
Kelly gets it to Jewett. Jewett across the timeline. And then we got a foul here on Redbank.
I believe that's on Harmon, her first.
Mm-hmm. It is on Harmon. Redbank about to check in Addie Hetrick.
Team foul number 2. Addie Hetrick checks in for Redbank.
And now the ball knocked back out of bounds.
I really like this 2-3 zone that Redbank runs. And I truly, getting back to what you said, Chris, you were talking about that, Redbank really not going that deep. And I think the zone really helps them conserve a lot of energy on defense.
The ball is Pry. Oh, Pry, great pass, and getting fouled is Flieger. So Flieger's going to try to break the ice here for
Isabella Bond, her first. Team foul number 3.
Moniteau. She hits the first one.
She does just that, Chris. I tell you what a great pass. Was that from Pry, you said that pass? That
thought that was
it was a bullet. Boy, was that a great pass. Great look, vision, everything.
Second shot is no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Matz. Into the hands of Kelly. Kelly drives baseline, loses it. Matz has it. Matz on the ground, loses it. We're going to get another jump ball, and on the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it's back to Moniteau.
And see, this is what I'm talking about, Chris. Every time a Moniteau player gets the ball, they try to dribble. Redbank is too quick. Their hands are too quick. They need to just catch, pass, or catch and shoot.
Psychologically, just how important was it for Moniteau to get on the board there? And now we're going to get a foul, and I think that's going to be on Harmon, and that's going to be her second if it's on Harmon.
I think it is on Harmon. It is.
It is on Harmon, and now that's 2 on her. And so now Chris Edmonds has to get Elena Carrico. And we talked about one of the keys was her to stay out of foul trouble, and she's not able to do that.
One of the players that I had this year, Jay Clover, we had a conversation one time, and he was getting some bad calls because he was trying to fight for a rebound when a guy had position. I said, sometimes, Jay, you got to live to play another day. Was that foul that important that she needed to try to get that steal? No. She needs to,
Yeah, you love her aggressiveness, but sometimes you can be overly aggressive.
That's right. In the
Stewart, deep three-pointer, and she buries it. And what did I talk about? She doesn't take many of them, but they all seem to come at important times. And how much more important was that for Moniteau than to get on the board to get back within 3 here and with Harmon out of the game?
That was huge.
Now Izzy Bond drives the whole way through, and that's what Redbank's going to need with Harmon out. Players like Izzy Bond to step up, and she does just that right there.
So far, Chris, you looked at the 2.
Three-pointer by Pry. It's good. It's going to have an opportunity for an old school 4. Wow. Old school, new school, whatever school.
Whatever you call that, but she was behind the men's line, I think, Chris. Oh, my goodness, was that a shot.
Coach Al's over here on the camera saying, you never foul a three-point shooter.
Wow.
Fouls on Hetrick.
I'll take a try for Moniteau.
Shot won't go, though. That's twice now today a team's had an opportunity to make it a 4-point play and has failed on the free throw line. Once in the St. Mary's Punksy girls game early this morning. Here's Bonanno. Izzy Bond goes inside to Bonanno.
Nice pass.
Bonanno layup, good. So what happens with Harmon out of the game? Izzy Bond and Kira Bonanno step up here for 2 big buckets. Jewett wants another deep 3. This one's just off the mark. In the quarter. That'll do it in the first quarter for us. 11-7, Redbank Valley in the lead. We'll be right back after these messages. The Bruno Eierfrieder Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. The 2024 camp will be the 21st year of the Bruno Eierfrieder Wrestling Camp, and we will have a star-studded lineup of clinicians. The camp will once again be held in Port Allegany, PA, June 17th through the 21st, 2024. Check us out online at teambruno.org and like us on Facebook. We hope to see you there at the Bruno Eierfrieder Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany, Pennsylvania.
All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Back here. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Golf season almost around the corner, Jess, and weather's getting nice. Golf course is going to start looking greener and greener. It'll be nice to get out on the links. For those of you who like getting out on the links, hunterstation.com.
Great facility they have up there. Great grounds.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. You ever golf that course?
Yes.
I have too. It's fantastic. I really love the back nine along the Allegheny River. Oh, great play there by Addie Bond, but it ended up in the hands of Catherine Kelly.
And right now, Redbank has just switched, Chris. They're going man-to-man.
Harmon still on the bench with those 2 fouls. No reason to rush her back with the 2 fouls.
No, not at all.
Allie Pry threw everything, can't get it to go. Curl, though, the rebound. Gets it back to Flieger, and Flieger walked.
Yeah, travel. And that's unfortunate. They really had a nice offense going right there. They got the good offensive rebound. They kick it out, and they have a travel.
Redbank's going to bring in Hadley Hagan. She'll replace Addie Hetrick. So Chris Edmonds going a little deeper on his bench early than he normally does. Maybe part of that is they haven't played in a while. Part of that's the bigger court.
I think it's probably the bigger court, and plus, Harmon having the 2 fouls early here.
So Addie Bond, the sophomore. Kelly just ran over her sister Izzy. They let it play. I actually like that. I don't see any reason to stop that play.
No.
With a foul, so.
Now, I really think that if
Addie Bond, little floater, no good. Bonanno was fighting for it, but Flieger ended up with it.
I really think, Chris, like you said, that there's a no call there. She didn't. Catherine Kelly didn't put her shoulder down. There wasn't anything malicious, so I like the no call.
Kelly now will bring it out to the top of and set things up. Moniteau really does need to take advantage, though, with Harmon on the bench.
They have to.
Kelly, jumper. This time she gets it to roll home. Again, there was more contact, but again, that has been consistent.
That is being consistent, and I don't mind that as long as you're consistent. You can't call it on one end of the floor and not the other. Yes, I understand the referees have to keep things under control, but there wasn't anything malicious there. Good screen.
Great pass inside to Bonanno. Bonanno, layup, good.
And that's what they're going to have to do. With Miley on the bench, and I like that they're looking for right now that inside game. It's a mismatch right now for the Redbank Valley Bulldogs.
Bonanno's not real tall, but she's really strong.
She's very strong. She plays that post position very well. She knows what she brings to the team, Chris.
Checking in is Matt again as Curl checks out for Moniteau.
Substitution for Moniteau, number 25, Emily Knox.
Bonanno's going to get called for the foul on Pry. She was trying to get the ball and went through her, I guess.
Well, that looked to me, Chris, where players just collided. I didn't think she was really going through her to get the ball. They just hit.
Number 1.
And the ball went out of bounds, and then unfortunately they called it for Bonanno.
Kelly has her three-pointer blocked by Addie Bond. Gets it back. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Bonanno. She quickly gets it to Izzy Bond, who gives it to sister Addie. Addie, the younger of the two, finds Bonanno. Bonanno will get fouled, and she'll go to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And I tell you what, Chris, Redbank right now with Miley Harmon on the bench is doing a great job, and they're putting everything right now on Bonanno's back, and she's delivering so far for the Redbank Bulldogs.
Oh, we talked about it. As soon as Harmon went out, somebody was going to have to step up. So far, that's been Kiera Bonanno.
Yeah, she's done a nice job, and they're looking for her with that mismatch underneath.
Bonanno to shoot 2. First shot, though, is off the mark. More substitutions for Redbank as Addie Hetrick will come in to replace. Not sure who. I guess she's replacing Hagan, and Addie Bond comes over to get some instruction from assistant coach Mike Dawson. Next shot is up and good. Redbank extends its lead to 5.
And Bonanno, Chris, has 5 points all since Miley Harmon had come out of the game.
Catherine Kelly with it. Catherine Kelly spins into the lane. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Bonanno. Good job by Addie Bond there.
She's just everywhere on the court for Redbank, Chris. She just has a motor that just is running high all the time.
Addie finds sister Izzy. Izzy's foul, taking a 3, and she's going to go to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line to shoot 3.
You know, we heard Coach Al say it a little bit ago. You don't foul a three-point shooter. You just don't foul him.
Number 2. Isabel Bond.
So Izzy Bond at the line to shoot 3 free throws. Izzy Bond, lone senior on the team. Nice season at 7.4 points a game. Misses the first of 3. She gets 2 more, though. Tennessee Builder Supply is your locally owned and operated home improvement center. TennesseeBuilders.us. Like them on Facebook. And if you're in there, say thanks to Christian Smader for sponsoring high school athletics on the YDL Sports Network. She missed the second one. Now she'll get 1 more. And kind of want to at least get something out of this if you're a Redbank.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, Chris, in the last possession down the court, Catherine Kelly drew 3 defenders when she drove in. And Pry and Jewett were both open on the wing for a 3-pointer. I think that Coach Arbasser is going to be telling Catherine Kelly to find them.
Just find Jewett, just like Jess Quinn grew it up and Jewett did it.
There it was. I'm telling you.
You coach a little bit, Jess.
Just an observation, you know.
Now Addie Bond's going to try to answer back. It won't go. Rebound off of Matts. It'll remain Redbank ball.
And those are the kind of things right there for the Moniteau Warriors that are just unfortunate. Matts had great position. It just kind of went off her foot out of bounds.
So they're going to bring Harmon back into the game here with those 2 fouls at the 4:35 mark.
Well, I think, Coach Emmons is sitting on the bench. He told her, hey, you can't come up with
She spins. Layup, no good.
She got fouled. I didn't see very much contact, but
they're going to get Flieger for it.
Foul shot number 3.
Is that her second?
Flieger, her second.
Yep.
It is her second.
Team foul number 3. Bobby Harmon at the line. Shot 2 shots.
So Harmon will shoot 2. Tell you what, Harmon gets those calls. She's going to have a monster game.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of contact, Chris. I mean, we're further away and a different angle and all that, but it didn't seem like there was that much contact, but they called it, and she's going to the line for her second shot.
Hit the first one. Second one is off the mark. Rebound, Jewett. Again, bodies are just flying everywhere in this game.
They are flying everywhere. Very, very physical game.
Kelly has it. I'll tell you what a dangerous play by Miley Harmon there with 2 fouls.
That's what I
like you have
Edmonds, I'm telling her right now.
You got to be smarter than that when you have 2 fouls.
2 fouls in the lead, and you're the
those
leading point scorer on the team.
That's why, as good as she is, she's still not a finished product.
Right.
And you're not a finished product because the college players, the really good ones, really understand that, Jess, that, you've got 2 fouls and you just can't.
Well, I really think I go back to that last game, Chris. Coach Straub was going to pull Wasco out, and he said, "No, Coach, I understand." And you're talking a guy that's played for you for a number of years, who understands, has a very, very high basketball IQ, and understands he's not going to pick up his fourth and sit.
Now there's a pass that goes through everybody and out of bounds, and they're looking to make sure, but it is Redbank Valley basketball.
And you're exactly right, and that's where Harmon needs to realize that even if she comes up with a steal right there, the chances of her getting called a foul already, not worth it, in my opinion.
Harmon inside. Harmon back out to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond. They're going to get a 3-second violation. I don't know if they got it on Harmon or Bonanno, but they got it on one of the two. And now checking in.
It was on Harmon, Chris. On
is Sydney Bayless for the first time for Moniteau. Kelly across the timeline. Inside to Bayless. Bayless finds a cutting Kelly. Kelly can't get to go. Bonanno the rebound. Bayless hit the deck there. Bonanno coming up the other way. Bonanno lays it up and in. Redbank is back, open up a 6-point lead here.
They did it. And again, Chris, Catherine Kelly tried to dribble in the paint. If she just takes up the shot.
And now they're going to get Flieger with the walk, and that'll take us to the media timeout. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Zunder & Associates. We'll be right back here to Tip and Jim. Second quarter action on the YDL Sports Network. Come on down to the Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the game. Open Monday through Saturday, the Beer Garden is an awesome place to get a great meal, watch the game, listen to music, and catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more, there's sure to be something on the menu to please everyone. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays and Fishy Fridays. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Back here after the Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. When your plumbing, heating, or air conditioning takes timeout, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. LutonsPlumbing.com.
Moniteau staying with their man-to-man defense. They've done a nice job so far.
Here's Harmon. Harmon working on Jewett. Turnaround. She's going to get fouled and go back to the line. And like I said, if she starts getting those calls, she'll score a lot tonight because she's really good from the line.
She is, and she has a nice drop step, and she faded. And that's why when she faded, I didn't know that there was much contact there. But again, I'm further away.
Shot is made. You know what I don't like about those calls, Jess? Early in this game, it was allowed to be really physical, and now we're calling some touch stuff, and I don't understand why it changed.
Right.
Like, all you want as a coach, player, fan is the consistency.
Consistency, that's exactly right.
That's all.
Yep.
Now, I guess it's consistently being tight now, but it wasn't early. Here's Kelly. Kelly three-pointer on the way. She buries it.
And, Chris, that's exactly what I was talking about, the ball movement, the inside out. Moniteau has been trying to dribble instead of just passing the ball out as soon as they get it. That was a nice job of ball movement by the Moniteau Lady Warriors.
And now the ball is stolen by Sophia Flieger. Flieger looking around. Flieger back to Jewett. Jewett to Pry. Now to Kelly. Bonanno cut her off. Inside to...
Great block by Izzy Bond.
Bayless, and now the pass ahead too far. I think Jess has some buddies up here. Want to say hi? couple of your AC Valley players
Yeah.
here?
Well, one's from Union,
Okay.
Christian, and then the other is Jackson Sunling. He was from Ace Valley. He played for me. They're just coming over. They, some media hogs. You know, play that.
They're like, hey, I didn't realize my my coach and my buddy here was famous. So missed shot, and here comes Harmon the other way. Harmon stops. Harmon gets it off to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond, nice little
Nice move in the
floater.
paint. Definitely a nice move in the paint.
Chris Edmonds wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by Zundert Associates.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Oh.
To be honest, I can get it. I was going to say I can get it free. They told me concession free, but
Back here after the 30-second Luke Plumbing Heating and Air Conditioning timeout by Chris Edmonds. And Redbank Valley, his team up 7, 22-15.
Reminder, stop by the Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut located on East State Street in Clarion.
it's a good quick timeout, just to kind of get his team back, under what they're doing. It looks like they're going to go to a man-to-man now, and he's done that a couple different times, gone to the man defense.
So Bond will catch up Kelly at midcourt, and so she gives it off to Pry. Pry hands it off to Jewett. Another dangerous play by Miley Harmon. There's Kelly. Kelly to Flieger. Flieger had Jewett cutting, and they missed her.
Yep.
Back to Pry. Pry finds an opening. Pry tried to pass it to Jewett, and it was just off the mark.
You know what I'm thinking in my mind right now, Chris, that Redbank just went man-to-man. I almost would give it back to Jewett and say, take Miley to the hole because you could get a foul call. I mean, I would gamble on a possession like that.
Here's Harmon. Hands it off to Bond. Bond goes inside to Bonanno. Bonanno, great move.
Nice move.
Kiera Bonanno.
And she's having herself a nice night, Chris.
Redbank Valley's extended the lead to 9 here. Kelly working on Bond. That's Addie Bond. Gives it off to Pry. Pry has it. Oh, are they going to get Harmon or are they going to get Bonanno?
Bonanno. And I think, yep. And I think what the fans are seeing, Chris, is they saw that it was all ball. But when she landed, she jumped. And when she landed on Pry. And that's a foul. It just is.
And Pry hits the first shot for the.
One shot remaining.
It's the second one here as Bonanno will check out and Carrico checks back in. Yeah, there was one like that the other day up at she misses that free throw, but gets the rebound, goes to Hagan. We'll get to that in a second after Bond lays it up and in. But there was a call like that up at the Countersport game against Moniteau where maybe it was the DCC game where when you look at the replay, the block was clean, but the girl had a hand in the other girl's stomach and was pushing off while she was blocking it. You don't tend, is that jumper is good there by Sydney Bayless. As fans and announcers, we tend to watch just the basketball.
Right.
Now Harmon lays it up and in, and she'll get a chance at an old school three-point play.
And that's her first bucket of the game, Chris. Everything else has been from the line.
We have a tendency as fans and media to just follow the ball. And so we're not necessarily seeing some of the other stuff that the officials are looking for, which is below the ball.
Well, and a lot of that was my problem when I was coaching the first go-around at Clarion was the fact that that's what I was watching. I was like, it's clean, it's clean, it's clean. They were getting the contact on the body.
Just something to watch for, fans, as you're watching the game. That's all.
Yep. And Bonanno did. She got all ball, but when she landed right on Pry. And that was a good call by the official.
There's Jewett. Jewett inside to Bayless, but it's knocked away. And here comes Harmon the other way. Harmon all the way to the hoop. Layup no good. Rebounded by Jewett with 1 second. Jewett. She hit the front of the rim. So we're going to go to the half with Redbank Valley up 11, looking for a third consecutive District 9 title. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong Counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity. Are you looking for a loving, caring place to take care of your kids while you're at work? Broad Street Kids Incorporated in the heart of downtown New Bethlehem is a great place for you. At Broad Street Kids, they watch after kids from newborn to third grade with everything from daily daycare 5 days a week to after-school programs. Broad Street Kids is currently offering open enrollment and is also enrolling for their summer program now. Call Broad Street Kids today at 814-457-5164 and like them on Facebook. That's Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem.
Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are two born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Back here on Zunder & Associates High School Basketball, it is the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. Potter County Family Campground, camping in God's country. Camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, PotterCountyCamping.com. Time for our statistics brought to you by All-American Embroidery and Engraving. All-American Embroidery and Engraving. We'll put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com. And Jess Quinn, take it away.
Yeah, I was stepping all over your toes on that one. I apologize, Chris.
You can apologize to Jim Carroll.
Well, I do.
No,
I'm looking right now for the Redbank Valley Bulldogs, and Kira Bonanno has 7. Addie Bond has 8. Izzy Bond has 5. And Miley Harmon has 9. Now, Miley Harmon only has 1 bucket. All other points are from the free throw line. And that's it for the Redbank Valley. Now, on the other side, Moniteau. So we have Abby Jewett has 6. She has 2 3-pointers. Sophia Flieger has 1. She was 1 of 2 from the line. Catherine Kelly only has 5. She has 1 3 and nothing in the first quarter, all in the second quarter. She has 1 3 and then a bucket. Bayless has 2. Excuse me. And Allie Pry has 4. So, you're looking at your halftime score, Redbank Valley 29 and Moniteau 18.
We'll be back here after these messages.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder and Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
This game is being brought to you by American Legion, Post 243 in West Sunbury. Post 243 is happy to support Moniteau Athletics, is wishing the Warriors good luck and a safe and successful season this year. American Legion Post 243 is located at 1431 West Sunbury Road in West Sunbury.
Come on down to the Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the game. Open Monday through Saturday, the Beer Garden is an awesome place to get a great meal, watch the game, listen to music, and catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more, there's sure to be something on the menu to please everyone. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays and Fishy Fridays. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
Back here at halftime, Moniteau out on the court, warming up right now. Time for our halftime adjustments brought to you by the Rehab Center. The Rehab Center chiropractors caring for health. The chiropractors at Rehab Center, they'll always make the right adjustment, Jazz. And if you're Moniteau and D. Slater, what are your D. Slater? That's her maiden name. D. Arblaster. What are your adjustments?
My adjustments would be, if Redbank is going to sit in that 2-3 zone, they started to figure it out in the second quarter and did a nice job. But they got to get that pass and stop trying to dribble in the paint. Redbank's getting their hands are quick. They're getting turnovers. If they just move the ball quickly without dribbling, they'll get open looks for Jewett, for Pry, and for Catherine Kelly. On the flip side, if Redbank goes man, I said it earlier, and I know that's it could be a double-edged sword. If I was going and I had Miley Harmon guarding me, I would go right at her. It could be a foul call. It'd be her third. She'd have to sit down, things like that. So that's what I would do if I was the Moniteau Coach Albuster. Now, looking at what Coach Edmonds has to do, Miley Harmon and Kira Bonanno are doing work in the paint, and I would continue. I wouldn't look to run. You've already got the lead. Obviously, if Addie Bond and them are out, that's what I do. But I would pound the paint with Bonanno and Miley Harmon.
We'll be right back with the start of the second half.
A good garbage company is like a good sixth man. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and operated and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com. Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Back here at Tip and Jim, we're getting ready for quarter number 3 here between Redbank Valley and Moniteau. Lady Bulldogs by 11 as we head to the third quarter, brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to hand out, collect. You just use your app, pay. Money gets sent back to your team. Can't get any easier than that. Tapandplayplus.com. Tap the letter M plus.com.
Ball start the second half.
Moniteau ball on the beats up possession arrow here in the third quarter. We'll have Jewett, Kelly, Bayless, Flieger, and Pry. Redbank's got the 2 bonds out there with Harmon, Carrico, and Bonanno. They're starting 5.
And right away, Redbank coming out in their man defense.
Layup by Kelly as she slices right through it.
That was a great job by Catherine Kelly. Nice screen. I think that was by Pry. She took it, drove right to the rim.
Now on the other end, it's Bonanno.
From Harmon. Bonanno from Harmon, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Redbank.
Around everybody, it's Pry. So quick start to this first the second half. Here's Harmon for 3. She buries it. Wow. Back and forth they go here in the third quarter early on.
And I tell you what was big about that, Chris, is Jewett was right in her face, and it didn't phase her.
Bayless gives it off to Kelly. Kelly sees an opening. Now gives it back to Bayless. Bayless gives it back to Kelly. Kelly all the way through. DR Blasters just looked at Tom Minnick and goes, hey, that's been a foul down the other end all night. Why isn't that a foul now?
Right.
Can't argue with her on it.
I can't argue either. I think that's she has a great point.
Problem is it wasn't his call.
Right.
So, you're arguing with it with the wrong referee there. Here's Harmon. And she gets fouled by Jewett, who fouled her, and she'll go back to the line.
Yep.
And she's living there tonight.
She is living there tonight.
Foul number 2, Abigail Jewett, her third. Team foul number 1.
That's the third on Jewett.
And that's big for Moniteau.
2 shots.
Harmon buries another one. What's she from the line, Jess?
I'll have it here right now. 7 for 9.
8 for 10. So smooth. That stroke with the line from Miley Harmon is just really good.
And she missed her first, and then has hit just about everything since. Redbank right back to the 2-3 zone.
3 best players in District 9 probably we've seen today on the courts, as there's Pry with the jumper, Catherine Kelly and Miley Harmon in this game, Jason Snellick, Danielle Gribble. Actually, those are the 4 probably top girls players in District 9. Why they're all here today. Carrico missed 3, no good. Bonanno again. Kiera Bonanno having herself a night.
She is just doing everything that you needed to do.
And then Kelly has that go off of her hand. It was tipped by Bond, and then Kelly had it go off of her hand. 14-point lead by Redbank, and it's getting into danger zone again for Moniteau.
It really is. And right now, Moniteau has been able to, kind of throw some blows here and punch back, but, a turnover like that, and it's danger time for Redbank.
Redbank flips it out to Bonanno. Bomb went to Bonanno. Now Harmon from the men's 3. She airballed it. Bonanno tried to save it. Won't happen.
I tell you what, I like the effort from Bonanno, Chris. She is really, really going and doing
DR Blaster wants a timeout. We'll take the timeout with her. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com.
Come on down to the Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the game. Open Monday through Saturday, the Beer Garden is an awesome place to get a great meal, watch the game, listen to music, and catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more, there's sure to be something on the menu to please everyone. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays and Fishy Fridays. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Back here, Moniteau basketball after the timeout.
Nice cut by Kelly there, taking it strong to the hoop. We got a foul probably on the
No, we're going to get a jump ball.
Hold on, Tom Minnick is coming over to talk. Oh.
It's going to stick with the held ball, and on the possession arrow, it is Redbank Valley basketball.
And I know she is not happy. She can't be happy with that call with one ref who was closer calling.
And now we're going to get another foul here on Catherine Kelly. And
Foul shot number 5 from Moniteau, Catherine Kelly. That's her second, team foul number 2.
And she ran over Harmon. Harmon did a nice little acting job there. As soon as there was contact, she went to the floor.
Harmon gets it to Bonanno. Bonanno gets it back out to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond wants to take the three, just short. Rebound, Carrico fighting Kelly for it. Kelly's got it. Kelly will be picked up by Bond. That's Addie Bond. Gets it across. Now she'll take a two from just inside the line. No good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. No. Great job there by Flieger to save it to Kelly. Gets it to Jewett. Jewett in the lane. Gets it back out to Flieger. Now back to Kelly. Jewett, three-pointer on the... I'll tell you about her and big three-pointers, Jeff.
I'm telling you what.
Here's Harmon quickly the other way, though. Harmon gives it to Bonanno. Bonanno looks back out to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond drives it, parts, and Jewett's going to foul her, and that's going to be 4 on her.
That is going to be 4 on Jewett. And that's what Izzy Bond does, a really, really nice job. She saw it open up. She saw it was going to be a one-on-one. She took it, and it ends up Jewett with her 4th.
So 4 fouls on Jewett. And the first free throw is up and good. The clock right here, it's at 4:04. Second one is up. Second one is no good. Rebounded by Catherine Kelly. Catherine Kelly ahead to Flieger. Her three's no good. Rebounded by Bayless. Gets it back out to Jewett playing with those 4 fouls. Gives it off to Catherine Kelly. Catherine Kelly turns
Nice
in
move.
the ring. Layup. Won't go. Rebounded by Bonanno. One-on-one, Harmon and Jewett. Jewett has no choice but to just move out of the way. And now she looks ahead to Pry. Pry lays it up and in. What was kind of funny there, Jeff? Miley Harmon is so used to drawing the contact and getting the foul call that she didn't realize that Jewett had 4 fouls. And when Jewett moved out of the way, she still acted like she'd drawn the contact, but it wasn't going to be a foul that time because Jewett just completely backed off.
Yep.
Just the headiness of Harmon to try to get as many fouls as she can. She figures, hey, yeah, that's going to be a travel on Pry.
It is. But I tell you what, Chris, look at the effort of both teams.
We got a media timeout here. We'll be back here.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550. Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong Counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity.
So ball's inbounded to Harmon here after the immediate timeout. Her team's up 10, 39-29. Harmon drives through. It opened up like the Red Sea.
It parted, and that's what she is so dangerous. She's so fast. She's got such a great handle, Chris. She split right down the lane and scored easily.
Kelly threw everybody. Now she's going to draw the foul, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two. Be the first on Redbank in the quarter, I do believe. Yes.
Foul shot number 14, Addie Hetrick, her second.
It's on Addie Hetrick, her second foul. Catherine Kelly will shoot two.
2 shots.
Shot is up, shot is good.
And I tell you what, Catherine Kelly's doing everything she can. She's got to be exhausted because every time she gets the ball, Addie Bond, Chris, is right in her face. She has to do so much just to try to create shots.
Second one is up. Second one is also good. Still just a 10-point lead for Redbank. You feel like they're in control, but when it's 10, as we've seen many of times in the playoffs, you can get out of control in a hurry. And almost stepping in front of that and intercepting it was Curl, but it'll go out of bounds off of her, so it'll remain Redbank Valley basketball.
And that was a nice job. Miley's looking in.
Bond from the men's three-point line, but Bonanno there for the rebound and the putback.
And there
Kiera Bonanno. 6 points in the quarter. 9, 10, 11 in the game.
13.
13 in the game.
Yep.
Catherine Kelly. Kelly gives it off to Allie Pry now to... Gets back to Kelly. Kelly drives all the way. Kelly layup. It won't go. And now she fought Bonanno, but Bonanno did a really good job of pushing it to Izzy Bond.
I tell you what, those things aren't on the stat sheet.
Izzy to Addie. Addie, three-pointer in the air. No good. Miley Harmon, the rebound and the putback.
Those things aren't on the stat sheet, what Bonanno did down here. But, she is responsible. Even though those weren't her points, she's responsible for those points. The effort that she just gave.
Miley Harmon with the Larson's garbage service offensive rebound. She cleaned up the trash, and Larson's garbage service came to haul it away. Here's Kelly, lays it up and in.
Boy, was that a nice give and go right there.
Catherine Kelly.
Harmon the other way. Harmon stops, starts, gets it back out to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond, three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebounded by Allie Pry, and she's going to get fouled. Just we'll have one more game after this. It'll be Redbank Karn City on a separate feed for all the Redbank fans. It will be a separate feed. And that'll be our last video broadcast, most likely, of the 2024 basketball season. Of course, we'll have baseball and softball coming up soon. But get into the PIAA playoffs and just can't afford it. It's $1,000 a game. And unless there's a really nice benefactor out there, I'd like to see them do those games. We're probably not going to end up being able to do it at $1,000 a game.
1 minute remaining in the quarter. 1 minute.
Andy Close will have the last game, so this is my last basketball broadcast of the season. Sure, some people are going, yay!
I don't think, Chris, but I will tell you, I was listening to a radio program on my way to work the other day.
Here's a jumper by Kelly, no good. Rebounded there by Sage Brunstein. No, that was Matz. Sorry.
That was Matz,
Yep,
yes.
Matz. Emily Matz.
Anyway, they were talking about the
NFHS.
Yes, and the program that they put out and the video and the feeds and streaming and everything. And they were just actually kind of complaining about it.
And now Carrico has her shot blocked. 2-on-2. Actually, it's a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-2. Kelly doesn't see Jewett. Instead, she's going to go all the way, and then Harmon comes from behind and blocks it out of the way. She had Jewett wide open on the wing.
She did, and Jewett, like you said, she hits those big threes.
Oh, wait, there's a foul on the play.
Was that on Harmon?
I was like, it's absolutely a foul. Our cameraman Al said she got hammered, but I didn't see the foul call.
I didn't either.
So she'll get 2 shots here. Catherine Kelly will. First shot is good. Jess, all of a sudden, it's 45-36. It's a 9-point game. Redbank hasn't been able to take complete control, even though it feels like they maybe should have at this point.
If you would have said that a minute ago, Chris, I would have thought that they were in complete control.
Second shot is also down.
Kelly hits them
Important
both.
10 seconds here for Moniteau defensively, I think.
Yes.
Harmon is working on Flieger. Harmon with 2 seconds. Harmon shoots, and she made it. Oh, what a basket by Miley Harmon at the horn. We'll head to the fourth quarter with Moniteau trailing Redbank by 10. The Lady Bulldogs, 8 minutes from a District 9 title.
Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are 2 born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Come on down to the Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the game. Open Monday through Saturday, the Beer Garden is an awesome place to get a great meal, watch the game, listen to music, and catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more, there's sure to be something on the menu to please everyone. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays and Fishy Fridays. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
Getting ready for the fourth quarter, brought to you by Showcase Homes. Showcase Homes is your experienced new home builder in all of Western Pennsylvania. Visit them online at showcasehomes.com. Visit showcasehomes.com.
I tell you what, Chris, you said it. That was important 10 seconds for Moniteau right there at the end of the quarter, and then Harmon hits that shot. What an unbelievable shot. I mean, she had 2 girls on her in her face. She hits that shot to push it to a 10-point lead. I tell you what, look at the defense right now that Redbank has. Miley Harmon just stole the ball, Chris, because they were going a box and one on Catherine Kelly, and they had Harmon on her.
Harmon turns it to Bonanno. Bonanno no good. Harmon in there to get the rebound, and now she'll be fouled. I do want to remind people that both of these teams move on, and
yes,
in some ways, Moniteau might have the not Moniteau. The second place team might end up with the better draw.
Right?
They'll play third place finisher West Middlesex out of District 10. You'll say, well, how's that better than playing the sixth place finisher out of the Whitfield? Well, the sixth place finisher out of the Whitfield was Clareton.
Right.
And we'll get to Clareton here in a second. This nice pass to Carrico. And now Bond, and she's going to be tied up. And on the pizza possession arrow, it's going to remain Redbank Valley basketball. Clareton has Ayanna Wade. Ayanna Wade averaged 40 points a game during the regular season.
Wow.
She scored a WPIL record 65 in a game as Harmon just hit a jumper to put them up 12.
And that's going to be a tough draw. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are.
Remember Lamont Wade who played at Penn State?
Yes.
That's her. That's his little sister.
Oh, my goodness.
Bond. Izzy Bond just rejected the shot. Here's Harmon. Harmon's going to get hand checked.
And I tell you what, that's what you love about watching Miley Harmon play, Chris. She can drive with her left. She can drive with her right. It doesn't matter, and she's as good on either hand. driving to the rim. And she just drew that foul because she was driving left.
Izzy Bond to trigger. Gets it to Bonanno. Bonanno through everybody. Has her pump partially blocked. Not sure if that was Pry or Flieger who got it.
I think it was Flieger that got a piece, and then she got the rebound real quick.
Oh, and now Bond is going to try to go through Pry, and that's going to be a foul on Addie Bond.
So, folks, if you're watching this, the defense that Coach Edmonds is putting on right now is Miley Harmon is face guarding Catherine Kelly so she doesn't touch the ball. And everybody else is in just a regular zone defense called a box and one. So if you watch Catherine Kelly and watch Harmon. Look what just happened. Harmon left her.
Jewett, jumper. Gets it back to within 10. Jewett's having a nice game with 11 points.
She's having a really nice game. I think she needs to shoot the ball a little bit more.
Her dad would 100% agree. Her dad, Mike Jewett, the boys coach at Moniteau. Him and I talk about that a lot. He goes, I just can't get her to shoot the ball enough. It's like she's a really good shooter. She just won't shoot it. And I'm like, well, you're running out of time because, you know, she's not guaranteed any more than one game after this.
Right.
Here's Harmon. Harmon, a wide open Carrico. That's a Daddy's and Clarion dish from Miley Harmon. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion.
Wow.
Jewett wants to take a three. That one's a little off, but rebounded on the weak side by Curl. Now Flieger, long three. No good. Harmon there for the board. She'll pull it down. She's got Carrico again. Did she see her? Oh, no, look past the Bond. Izzy Bond. Wow. That might be the Daddy's dish of the season there.
Wow. You know, I was pointing. I'm looking at Carrico. I'm thinking she's going to Carrico. Chris, she doesn't. She goes to Izzy Bond, who was almost behind her. Great pass.
So the 30-second timeout. We're going to take it real quick with them here. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Zunder & Associates.
This game is being brought to you by American Legion, Post 243 in West Sunbury. Post 243 is happy to support Moniteau Athletics, is wishing the Warriors good luck and a safe and successful season this year. American Legion Post 243 is located at 1431 West Sunbury Road in West Sunbury.
Back here, live action after the unbelievable pass there by Harmon.
Oh, my goodness. You know what?
No look.
Oh, and you just, I'm sorry, you can't coach that.
No.
That was just, she just had like eyes in the back of her
Like I
head.
said, that might just be the Daddy's dish of the season.
That was fantastic. Like I said, I was looking the whole time. I'm looking at Carrico thinking that Harmon's going to go to Carrico. Nope.
There's Jewett. Layup good. Gonna have to tell Dana Teresa Daddy's that, you know, usually it's a gift certificate from Daddy's, but it might have to be like dinner for a month.
Oh my goodness, that was fantastic.
Harmon. Yep, she walked that time.
Yep, she was going to try a spin move. Defense was right there, and she ended up traveling.
Still just a 12-point game with 4:48 to go. Moniteau's not out of this yet, but they're going to need to score and get a couple of stops in a hurry.
And right now they just went to the box and won, but they put Addie Bond now on Catherine Kelly and not Harmon.
A great pass and then a better block by Izzy Bond, but she stepped out of bounds.
She did step out of bounds, Chris, but I tell you what awareness. She came from the other side of the court to block that shot. I thought it was going to be a layup.
Allie Pry with it. Allie Pry looks around.
And because of the inbounds right now, Redbank's in a 2-3 zone.
Allie Pry, three-pointer, good. Big three-pointer by Allie Pry. Get them back within 9.
They need a big stop here, Chris. I tell you what, this is Miley time, though, right now. And if she drives, draws contact, or draws a defense, she'll dish to Bonanno, and it'll be a layup.
She's being chased there by
Flieger.
I don't see a count, though. Why is that? Now we finally got the count there for a moment, but she ran right by it. She's a one woman. Now we're going to get an offensive. Wait, he called that an offensive foul on Izzy Bond, I think. But he gave the offensive foul call, but he's calling a. Oh my God! What a terrible job that was.
Right.
He gave the offensive foul call, and then he turned around and called it on Flieger.
Right. It looked like he was calling it on Bond, but he didn't. He called it on Flieger.
Bring us to our final media timeout. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Aaron and Merwin PC, attorneys at law, are two born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, PA, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI, family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit our website at aaronandmerwin.com and contact us at 814-229-5300.
Are you looking for a loving, caring place to take care of your kids while you're at work? Broad Street Kids Incorporated in the heart of downtown New Bethlehem is a great place for you. At Broad Street Kids, they watch after kids from newborn to third grade with everything from daily daycare 5 days a week to after-school programs. Broad Street Kids is currently offering open enrollment and is also enrolling for their summer program now. Call Broad Street Kids today at 814-457-5164 and like them on Facebook. That's Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem.
Back here, 3:38 to go. Bond with it. Bond gets it off to Izzy Bond. She loses it for a second, gets it back, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Flieger. Flieger hands it off to Abby Jewett. Abby gets it to Kelly. Kelly, three-pointer in the way. Oh, in and out.
That was in.
That would have made it a 6-point game.
Right. That was huge right there, Chris.
Circle that one if you're a Redbank fan and you hold on to win this game, because if that had gone down, things would have gotten a lot tighter. And now Harmon, coast to coast, around everybody, lays it up and in.
Yep, around everybody.
Here's Kelly. Kelly tried to draw contact, no call. Rebounded by Bond.
And I tell you what, I really didn't see much contact there, Chris, at all. I think that was a good job with no call.
Addie Bond takes a long three-pointer. Not sure why with the score and time.
Right.
Missed it. She's up 11. She doesn't need that. And now Izzy Bond with a foul on the other end.
Yep. And those are the fouls you can't, as a coach, you can't take that foul. You're 100 feet away, 90 feet away from your rim, and you're staying up with, and it's a one-man press. You can't take that foul, Chris.
Matz replaced Curl for Moniteau here.
That is only their second team foul, so they're not in danger of putting Moniteau to the line. But if it were closer, you want that foul. You can't take that foul.
Addie Hedrick replaces Elena Carrico. And Kelly with the layup in the end, one.
Izzy Bond.
Basket is good. Catherine Kelly.
So Kelly with an opportunity for the three-point play.
23 for Redbank. Isabel Bond. Her
How many does Kelly have now?
Team foul number 3. Catherine Kelly in the line for Moniteau. Show up 1
15.
shot.
And Harmon?
Oh, she got it. Let me see for Harmon.
As Harmon will bring it up here.
24.
And Bonanno. Foul here on Moniteau.
Bonanno's got 13.
It is on Pry.
She hasn't scored in the fourth quarter yet.
Foul number 15, Alexandra Fry, her third, team foul number 4.
But if you look at what Redbank is doing, Harmon is handling the ball a lot, and it's not really, they're not running an offense or looking to post Bonanno up.
Harmon has it poked from behind by Pry.
And I think that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to gamble and double Miley Harmon. They're going to have to try to trap her and prevent her from just dribbling around with the ball all day.
And now Harmon's going to get fouled by Pry. That'll be the 5th on Moniteau as a team, and that'll send Harmon to the line where she's been pretty good tonight.
Foul number 15,
8 of 10.
Alexandra Fry.
9 of 11, actually.
That's her 4th.
4th on Pry. Missed that one, though, so the announcer's jinx comes back into play.
Sorry, Miley.
I said it, not you. Second one, nothing but net. 9-point game, 2 minutes and change to play. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Redbank.
Last couple times up the court, Moniteau's done a really, really nice job moving the ball without dribbling, just passing it, getting it in, swinging it around. Here comes Catherine Kelly to the corner.
Pry, no good. Rebound was picked out of there by Izzy Bond, who continues to do the dirty work. Doesn't necessarily always show up on the stat sheet, but it's the stuff that helps you win ball games.
And those are the types of things that you love to see in a player, and you really need that as far as a championship team, and that's what Redbank is.
And if they can hold the 9-point lead with 1:35 to go, it'll be a championship team 3 years in a row.
Yep.
Here's Kelly. Kelly finds Pry. Pry to Flieger. Flieger from 4 feet behind the men's college line, and then Pry was pushed down and lost the rebound out of bounds.
And he was pushed down, looked like, by Miley Harmon. And I tell you what, Coach D is just not happy. She wants a timeout.
We'll take it with her. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com.
Transform your home's exterior with Window World. Choose from many styles, sizes, and color options, offering energy savings and curb appeal solutions to enhance your largest investment. Search Window World for a free quote today.
Call Window World in Butler, 724-256-5660. On the web, windowworldbutler.com. Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you.
Just lost the scoreboards.
Just lost the scoreboards here. Better than the power itself, but the scoreboard's out, and there is the clock on top of the on top of each. We should be able to play without it. It's been a weird day like that, Jess. We lost power earlier twice.
Twice, yeah.
I like new tipping. What I don't like is, there are times when you don't have to play music, and this is probably one of them.
Right.
I know, I'm just sounding like an old man now. So we figure out what's going on here.
It's my brother. I don't know what else he said, but... Yeah, he did.
So I'm going to assume the score can be kept at the table. You don't need to have the score on the board.
DJ Bevino's calling. He's the official book, and he's calling the referees over. But they can, they don't need it as long as you got the clock.
As long as you have the clock, you can keep the score on the table.
Well, there it's back up, but there's no score.
Hey, they could use our broadcast.
Put it up there. But that's CL. Look.
CL and Otto Eldred are playing again.
Yep.
Oh,
that
game was played last night up in Sheffield, right?
Right.
It's even on.
There we go.
56-47. That's the same score we've got, so I'm going to guess that that's good to go. Minute 16, they're saying. We had a minute 17, but ours wasn't anywhere near close to official. Fouls are 5 for Moniteau, 3 for Redbank. Timeout should show, I think, 3 for Moniteau. Who just called that timeout? D did, so maybe 2 for Moniteau. Yes. It is 2 for Moniteau and 4 for Redbank now.
Miley Harmon bringing it across midcourt. Backing off.
Harmon. Oh! Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't defend that.
No.
Unbelievable move by Miley Harmon.
You can't stop that.
And then on the other end, Catherine Kelly answers.
Catherine Kelly.
And
then on the other side, Harmon will get fouled. Apologize that our camera didn't catch up to it right away. Coach Al was lobbying for a job in Hawaii.
Foul on number 25, Emily Moss, her third.
Miley Harmon to the line now.
Harmon to the line. She'll 2 shots.
As long as he takes us with him, we're okay with that, right, Jess?
I'm in.
Harmon rattles it home. And our entire audience says that he has to take them with him too. 59-49, Harmon up this time, no good. This is pretty much over, Jess. I think Redbank's going to have its third title here as Flieger takes the 3. She hits it, though. And now DR Blaster wants timeout with 35.8 to go. Still a 7-point game. We'll step aside one more time here on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10, sports.com.
For real estate needs, estate planning, and estate probate, along with municipal law, Marshall Law Office LLC in Shippenville is here for all your needs. John F. Marshall, attorney at law, was an outstanding athlete at Clarion High School and takes the same drive and dedication with him in his practice. Marshall Law Office LLC can be reached at 814-226-7410 or via email at johnmarshall@marshallawofficellc.com.
Back here. 35.8 to go. Redbank has a 7-point lead. Basically, if you're the Bulldogs, you hit your free throws, you win the championship.
And that's it. Right now, Miley Harmon is 12 of 15 herself from the line. 12 of 15. She's
going to be closing in on 30 points here.
Oh, very close. I'll add them up for you.
Long pass down the court. Harmon catches up to it and then fouled on the floor, but it won't matter because it was 5 fouls on Moniteau, so she'll go back to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
If she hits these both, Chris, she'll have 30.
That's what you call stepping up big in a big game.
Yep.
Shot is up. Shot is good.
And I tell you what, it's still, we talked about Izzy Bond and the things that she's done, but I tell you what, I tip my cap to Bonanno, who stepped up when Miley Harmon got into foul trouble, and she got her second one, Chris. So there's 30.
30 of the 61.
Yep. But you look at what those girls do when they have to, and they step up and play and do a nice job. Bonanno.
Now foul on Redbank. It'll be team foul number 4, so it won't be shooting here. Down to 23.1 to go. It's a 9-point game. Redbank about to win its third consecutive District 9 championship, one in AAA, back-to-back in AA.
I tell you what, and what an incredible job they've done over the last 3 years. You know, they just keep reloading year after year after year, Chris.
They only lose Izzy Bond from this team. Not that she's not an important player, but it's just one person that you lose off of this team. And now another foul on Moniteau with 14.4 to go. And
that's pretty much going to do it. Bonanno is going to go to the line, I believe.
Also number 5, Catherine Kelly. Her third.
Catherine Kelly with her third foul. Sending Bonanno to the line for 2.
Kiera Bonanno at the line for Redbank. Show up 2 shots.
Bonanno to shoot here. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yep. And that's her first point of the fourth
quarter. And that makes it a 4-possession game, and that will,
I think, that
all but give the championship now to the Lady Bulldogs. Second shot is up. Second shot is good.
And I tell you what, that Moniteau team just would not quit. You gotta love that from the Lady Warriors.
Three-pointer by Pry hits good.
Alexander
But New Bethlehem, you have another championship. 63, Moniteau 55. The title stays in New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, with the Lady Bulldogs of Redbank Valley winning the District 9 Class 2A title game over the Moniteau Warriors. We'll be back here in a moment with our post-game celebration. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Back here as they're getting ready for the post-game ceremony. Redbank Valley with another District 9 title.
Time for awards ceremony.
63-55 the final score. We'll get over to
Warrior.
Dave Cadis, the PA announcer here at Tip and Jim.
Gracie Hartle. Abby Jewett. Sophia Flieger. Annalise Batista. Catherine Kelly. Sydney Bayless. Allie Pry. Cheyenne Curl. Davina Pry. Change Brunst. Taylor Grace. Emily Matz. Kendall Sankey. Patty Prorock. Lucy Hartle. and Isabella Osborne. Manager, Cindy D. Matisse. Assistant coach, Mara Pry. Assistant coach, Aslan Pry. Assistant coach, Brian Uri. Scorekeeper, Teresa McClassen. Principal, Lance Fox. Principal, Dustin Thomas. Superintendent, Aubrey Schnell. Athletic trainer, Katie Templer. And head coach of the Warriors, D. Arblaster. Congratulations to the Moniteau Warriors. We'll see you ladies in the playoffs. And now, for the District 9 champions, Redbank Valley Girls. Molly Coyle. Kira Bonato. Addison Bond. Elena Carrico. Tessa Starcher. Natalie Hagan. Addie Hetrick. Emma Hetrick. Izzy Bond. Miley Hartman. Darian Bartley. Carly Neiswanger. McKenna Rankin, statistics. Staff keeper, Nevada Boyer. Assistant coach, Michael Dawson. Trainer, Luke Kunkel. AD, Matt Dar. Principal, Ronnie Hartle. Superintendent, Dr. Amy Rupp. And head coach of the Bulldogs, Chris Edmonds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for the presentation of the District 9 champion plaque by Dave Osborne. Come get it, ladies. Redbank Valley, your District 9 champion. Congratulations to both teams.
That'll do it for this stream here tonight from this game. We'll have a new stream coming up shortly for the boys Redbank Valley Karn City 2A game. Congratulations to Redbank Valley. Congratulations to Moniteau on their second place finish. Both teams will play in the PIAA playoffs. Redbank Valley gets Whitfield, sixth place finisher Clareton, and Moniteau, the District 10 third place finisher West Middlesex. For Jess Quinn, I'm Chris Rossetti saying good night, and for myself, thanks for a great basketball season. Andy Close will have the finale with the Redbank Valley Bulldogs and the Karn City Gremlins right here on the YDL Sports Network on a separate stream.